Alright, time to have a look at a new method. This one, adding new tokens, both admin and new donor tokens. So the purpose is to mediate the creation by an admin. So this is the starting point, is that it has to be someone with an admin token that wants to create either new donor or new additional admin tokens. So the new tokens will be added to data tokens.txt or admin.txt. Remember that these two files are not readable by the admins or the donors, for that matter. And so this is opaque to the person using the API, being an admin or a donor. So the donor tokens are here, and right now we only have one admin token. So the first thing we have to do before we go through the details of the syntax of the command is make sure that we are looking at a valid deployment, epidonate deployment. So as illustrated before, we have one here. It's this one here on the side. You could, of course, confirm it. There it is, ready to go. Let's close it. All right. And now let's move here and let's create a new token. So we start with the object that by default uses the dynamic import, and now new token. So new token, yes, we already have one there. Yeah, it's the same one. Yes. Okay, so let's use it. When we create a new token with no other parameters than the admin token, the presumption, as you'd imagine, is that this is about creating a new donor token. So it's going to show up here. So there we go. And we have a new token. This may be clear if we parse the satisfaction of the promise. Put await. And we close at the end. And we have a new token. And now you can see in more detail where the parameters come from. So here only one new token was created, gzpg. There it is, gzpg. Now I could add additional parameters, and in the case of this command, they come as an object, and in this case it's n. So you could say we want 3 more tokens. So let's do it. We have 3 more tokens. Remember this file, sorry I keep repeating, but it's important to understand the opacity of the inner workings of the server side. This file is not readable by anyone, not by the admin, not by the donor. And so what we see here is that 3 tokens were created. There they are. OK2, OK2, there it is, the last one. Okay, now what if we want to create an admin token? Of course, you could go here and find out that n is the number of new tokens. We can also control the length of each token. If you don't define the length of each token, there'll be default values. So 32 for a donor, 64 otherwise. And then we have a role, donor admin. So when we go here, we keep the admin token, the only one we have. And let's move this back to 2, for example. We're not setting the length here, so it's going to be 64 if we define the role as admin. So let's keep an eye here. And we have 2 more tokens. So you could pick one of these tokens and, for instance, add some more. Put it here. Let's not create too many admin tokens. This time I'm just going to create one. You see, the admins can create admins, and they are equal to each other. You may remember that in the past, we had a special type of JSON file with .admin that only the admin can see. So we could now do the same thing for the new admins. They could create their own objects where they keep their own processes in a way that is opaque to the other admins. So it's not like the admins can see each other's business in detail. What they can see is all the donors that they collectively are managing. Alright, so let's make sure we cover the syntax. Yes, the one thing I didn't show is that if we go back to the first syntax, just with a single input argument, So donor would be assumed to be the value, and the length, so the role is going to be donor, and by default the value of n, the length, is going to be 1. So let's go back here and close the loop on this demo. There you are, one more token.